First of all, I want to give a shout out to the Tennessee Holler. So shout out to you for finding this little clip. It's 2 minutes because Megyn Kelly says what? Because when these files got dropped, let's face it. I think we could all universally agree that Epstein's a bad guy. Hey, let's have democracy in the chat. You think we should forever judge Jeffrey Epstein? Type 1 for no, kid. It's more complicated than that, buddy. Type 2, he's a bad guy. Get the industrial heavy shredder. Get the industrial heavy flamethrower. Get the heavy machine gun. Get the company issued rocket launcher. Okay, he's a bad guy. Bad guy. Bad guy. But here's Megyn Kelly. All right, before and after.
You feel as a victim. You feel a victim. To people who are going to be out there, because some are going to judge and say you were 15, you were 16, you were 17, you were a willing participant. Again, the legal age of consent in California is 18, so there's no consenting for a 14 or even a 17-year-old in these circumstances.
As for Epstein,
now you heard that, right? Before and after.
I've said this before, but just as a reminder, I do know somebody very, very close to this case who is in a position to know virtually everything. Not everything, but virtually everything. And this person has told me from the start, years and years ago, that Jeffrey Epstein, in this person's view, was not a pedophile. This is this person's view, who was there for a lot of this. But
was there for a lot of what? A lot of what? W-H-A-T. A lot of what? Say that again. A bird goes tweet and Al goes, what'd you say? Huh? Who was it? Who?
Epstein, in this person's view, was not a pedophile. This is this person's view, who was there for a lot of this, but that he was into the barely legal type. Like he liked 15-year-old girls.
All right. Get the heavy chainsaw. Get the heavy shredder. Get the heavy machine gun. I want to know who. Like, what? That's not what you said in the previous clip. Do I need to rewind?
This person's view, who was there for a lot of this, but that he was into the barely legal type. Like he liked 15-year-old girls. And I realize this is disgusting. I'm definitely not trying to make an excuse for this. I'm just
maybe not do this or not even say those words. Okay? I mean, one more time. I know it's a horrible day to have ears. It's me, Sarah P. Hey, folks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you got to listen to this, but please share this video, like it, share it, because I think a lot of people just need to hear this. Okay? Yes, it's a horrible day to have ears, but my God, if you don't hear this, how are we ever going to know?
This is this person's view, who was there for a lot of this, but that he was into the barely legal type. Like he liked 15-year-old girls. And I realize this is disgusting. I'm definitely not trying to make an excuse for this. I'm just giving you facts. That he wasn't into like 8-year-olds, but he liked the very young teen types that could pass for even younger than they were, but would look legal to a passer.
Now, I'm audience. I mean, last I checked, anything below 18 is illegal. It's criminal. It's evil. It's scummery. And this is where you call and say, hey, Bob, Philip, get the heavy wood chipper. Oh, you don't have it? Go to Frank's. He's got the heavy wood chipper. We're going to get it. You stay right there. I mean, am I wrong here? Am I wrong? Am I wrong here? I mean, seriously, it's just absolutely disgusting. One more time with rewind. I'm sorry, folks.
His view was not a pedophile. This is this person's view, who was there for a lot of this, but that he was into the barely legal type. Like he liked 15-year-old girls. And I realize this is disgusting. I'm definitely not trying to make an excuse for this. I'm just giving you facts. That he wasn't into like 8-year-olds, but he liked the very young teen types that could pass for even younger than they were, but would look legal to a passerby. And that is what I believed. And that was what I reliably was told for many years. And it wasn't until we heard from Pam Bondi that they had tens of thousands of videos of alleged, forgive me, they used to call it kiddie porn. Now they call it child sexual abuse material on his computer, that for the first time I thought, oh no, he was an actual pedophile. I mean, only a pedophile gets off on.
When I first heard this video, I almost hit my head against a brick wall for how insane all of this is. Sometimes when I do this show, there are stories that make me wonder, you know, I can't do this anymore. There's just too much evil. And then I'm just once again reminded, if we don't talk about this, how are we going to expose all these bastards? But at the same time, too, Megyn, say it again one more time. I'm sorry. Viewer discretion should have been advised.
They had tens of thousands of videos of alleged, forgive me, they used to call it kiddie porn. Now they call it child sexual abuse material on his computer, that for the first time I thought, oh no, he was an actual pedophile. I mean, only a pedophile gets off on young children abuse videos. She's never clarified it. I don't know whether it's true. I have to be honest. I don't really trust Pam Bondi's word on the Epstein matters anymore. Yeah, so I don't know what's true.
What's so funny? No, I want to laugh too. I like jokes. What's the punchline? What's the joke? Tell me what it is. What are you laughing at? Mind telling me? What's so funny? Ha ha ha.
About him, but we have yet to see anybody come forward and say, I was I was under 10. I was under 14 when I first came within his purview. Look, you can say that's a distinction without a difference.
No, it's not.
I think there is a difference. Yeah. There's a difference between a 15-year-old and a 5-year-old. You know, it's just whatever.
And again, horrible choice of words here. Maybe she should have just gone over this script in her head a little bit more and more, you know? I mean, the way you word this all out was just, believe you me, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good at all. And obviously, there's always something to remember when it comes down to this, and that is, you know, I would not have worded or said anything like that, even if you're relaying what somebody else had told you. Okay, because there's a lot more that's coming from these files that are going to be dropped. All right, a lot more, and you're going to be witnessing a mass panic from a lot of people. I do mean a lot of people who are going to be maybe either ratting each other out or trying to put up some sacrificial lambs, because people are not letting this story die. Now, don't let the story die. There's going to be a lot of pundits and corporate media getting this wrong. It's important to digest and observe all the facts. But one thing is clear: the ghost of Epstein is haunting every single household of the 1%. And everyone who's part of the 99% need to get upset. We need to get furious, because this has been going on for decades. He knew everyone, the who's who in media, finance, entertainment, politics, not only here in the USA, but overseas. If you're not furious about this, what's wrong with you? If you're not demanding justice, what's wrong with you? Never forget, it was the media and the establishment that did all that it could way back in 2019 to cover and silence and bury the story. But like a bloated corpse, it keeps on floating up and up and up and up and up and up and up to the surface. Even under heavy concrete, it is still bursting through, because everybody knows something is wrong. And the one thing I don't want to see happen is some other Epstein scumbag come out of the woodwork again. But chances are there is, rebuilding this network of fear, terror, and so much more. Accountability now. Seriously, Megyn, it could have worded all that a hell of a lot better. That's going to age like milk. No matter which way you twist it, it's going to age. It's going to age like milk. And that's an insult to milk because milk does the body good.